Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Wake Up Yin class. Today we're going to do deer pose, dragon pose, and then of course a little something for our chest, and it's called bow tie. So we're going to start off by sitting on our mat. In deer pose, I will show you in different directions, so let's all get seated on our mat. In deer pose, we want our front leg to come out like this. So this is basically the pose. The more you move your back leg, you'll feel it in your hip. This you'll feel in your left glute. So wherever you're comfortable, you can stay right there. I like to sit here for a bit with a block to press into that hip. Now I better start our timer. So we'll be doing for 3 minutes on each side. So get yourself comfortable. You can use a block here. You don't have to. You can stay just like this. But let everything relax. And think of your breathing. And I'm going to do the poses with you. Like I said, you can push over so you can feel a little bit more stretch on the inside of your thigh. But you want to sit up nice and straight here. You don't want to be hunched over like that. So if you need to put a block underneath your left butt cheek to get you a little higher, put something under there. Put a blanket or towel, whatever. If you need to slip this under like this and sit here, that's good. So I'll show you all kinds of variations of this pose. So whatever suits you for today, you feel free to take any pose you want. In Yin, there's no rules. And as you can see, I'm wearing sweatpants today. I just wanted to show you, you don't have to wear yoga pants. It's all up to you. You can wear your shorts, whatever you feel good in. So sitting it nice and straight, let's just practice our breathing. Remember, you want to make that sound in the back of your throat. You breathe in for 4 beats and out for 8. When you breathe in through your nose. When you breathe out through your mouth. So let's begin with a breathing practice right now. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with that breathing. Now you should be a little stretched out. You can lean forward over that front leg as far as you can. If this is as far as you can go today, that's good. If you want to see my back, when it stays straight, I get a really good stretch in the left butt and upper thigh area. When you round over, you put a little more pressure and it just kind of pushes the stretch just a little bit further to your knee. So you can rest your head on a block right here if you want and just stay here. Gotta watch my time, I don't want you guys to go over. 15 more seconds and that's it for this side. So breathe into that hip. Feel the good oxygen going in, that stiffness and tightness leaving your left hip. Okay, walk yourself out of it nice and slowly. Let's do the other side. So the front leg is your right leg this time, your back leg again. You can put it straight out. If you need to tuck it up here, that's fine. Within time, everything will stretch out for you. So again, I like to put a block here just to put a little pressure over onto my left hip. And my right hip is just kind of hanging out for right now. And in this pose, like I said, you can lean over. You can take a twist. Whatever feels good for you this morning. If you want to twist this way, by all means. But you should do the same on both sides, because if you stretch on one side more than the other side, you will feel unbalanced. So sitting up nice and tall, let's practice that breath. I am going to breathe with you. You'll hear me count like this. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continue with that breath. Now let's lean over that front leg. Nice and slowly. And like I said, if this is as far as you can go today, perfectly fine. You feel your comfort zone and you let gravity do its work. You do want to flex your front foot. That just sort of stabilizes your knee just a wee bit. If you point it, you can get just a wee bit of a twist in your knee and it can end up hurting. We don't want anybody getting hurt. So remember, straighten your back and just let gravity fold you over. You want your body to be a wet noodle. So what that means is no muscular activity. You just fall into that stretch and you let gravity take you as far as you can go. So let's do another round of breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue with that breathing pattern, 15 more seconds, and just notice how much further you are into the pose now as when you started. Things are just sort of stretching out, waking up. Now slowly walk yourself out of the pose. And just take your legs in front of you and windshield wiper them side to side. Good. Now we're going to do a pose that gets a little intense. It's called dragon or blaster or lizard. And what we're going to do is from tabletop, just bring your right leg on the outside of your right foot. And you might want to stretch out that back leg. You want to make sure that your knee is not past your ankle. So your knee can be here, but what we're doing is stretching out our hips here. Some people put a little padding underneath their knee while we're doing this pose, but since I have my big fat mat, my knee feels fine. So what you do in this pose, you want your arms to be straight up and down, because when you have your arms straight up and down, that's bone on bone, so there's less muscle involvement. When you start doing this, you start using your muscle. And what we're doing is stretching out our hips. Now you can use blocks or books or a pillow. And if this is where you are today, that's fine. You can let your knee fall out a little bit. You just stay in the stretch, letting your hips get closer to the ground. And you'll find in this pose, you will continually go further and further down to the point, okay, now I need to move my blocks. So whether you need to move them to this position or flat down. Some people in this stretch really quickly into it. Maybe those with loose hips. I don't have loose hips. Hold it here. Remember that breathing. Let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep breathing. And visualize all that good oxygen going into your hips. All the bad stiffness and everything that's in your hips, let it go with every exhale. And you'll go further into the stretch. So your back leg, we're stretching the front of your hip. So it's an extension. And your right hip, we're working in a very, very intense flex. So you keep letting your hips fall to the ground. We have 30 more seconds. Hang in there, gang. So from here, if you're very stretchy, you can go down onto your elbows. You want to keep your shoulders square, so you're not like this. And wherever you are, if you're up here, that's fine. That's good for you. There's no rules in yin. And it has to look like this. So you do what feels good for you today. Okay, let's slowly move out of that pose. Nice and slow. And let's do the other side. Bring your left foot up to the outside of your left hand. Extend that back leg. So I'll show you from a different angle. You continue just where you are. So some people may feel the intense stretch in their right leg. Some people might feel the intense stretch in their left leg. Every human body is made different, and you go with what's good for your body. And let's do our breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with that breathing. 4 in, 8 out. And just feel how much further into the stretch you are. Like I said, you might want to change your blocks now. You can always put your hands flat on the ground. And if your hands are down, you want to position your hands so there's arches and domes. So that means there's arches in your fingers and there's a dome in your palm. That helps protect your wrists. You want to make sure that your knuckle of your index finger is on the ground. This helps prevent injury to your wrist as well. So keep stretching. Let it come further and further down. And I do find when I'm further up, the stretch is more in the flexor of my back leg. And like I said, whatever feels good for you is where you're going to be. 45 more seconds. Hang in there, gang. I know you're miserable. This is a killer. 30 more seconds. Think of that breathing. Breathe in for 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. bringing your legs back. In tabletop, just kind of move your hips around, wiggle your back, whatever feels good for you. Now, I can't forget our upper chest for today. What we're going to do is bow tie. And what you do in bow tie is you cross your arms underneath you. So you're going to lay on your mat, face down, and just cross your arms underneath you. Now you go as far as comfortable for you, and then your body weight just rests on your arms. You can have a block for your head, if you want to rest your head on a block, wherever's comfortable. And you can feel this difference in the stretch. Maybe move a little bit forward, move a little bit back, and you'll feel the difference. But I just rest my chin on my arm. And you're going to breathe. And it's going to be a wonderful stretch opener for your shoulder, for the head of your humerus, right into your shoulder joint and across your back. If you take a big breath in, feel that stretch across your upper back. We're going to stay here for 3 minutes. So you want to relax your entire body, and just like gravity, pull you into that stretch. So relax your legs, relax your butt, and breathe. So let's breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Visualize that good, clean oxygen going into your shoulders. Halfway there, gang. Your body relaxes in stages, and the first one is at 18 seconds, and I can always feel that one. So while you're doing, this yin stretching for long periods of time, you'll feel your body release. It sort of gives up. But with the ocean breath, massaging the vagus nerve, it helps you go into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and relax and digest. Now, if anyone finds this sort of sore in their back, you can use your bolster or rolled up blanket underneath your hips, and it just sets you in just a little different position. Okay, that's 3 minutes. Slowly roll yourself out of the stretch. Walk your arms. Come up into tabletop and just kind of roll your shoulders around. And that is your quick morning wake up yin class. I hope it makes you feel nice and stretchy for the day. So tomorrow we'll do 3 different stretches again, hips and shoulders. Maybe we'll throw in a back, but we will see you tomorrow on your mat. Bye for now.